The coronavirus pandemic is reminding people of the importance of vaccines. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have been working for decades on developing a vaccine for cancer. Joining me now to shed more light on the effort is Dr. Knutson. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Thank you. I'm well.
And let's start with something simple. What is a vaccine for cancer, and is it the same as other vaccines?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Look, a cancer vaccine is, essentially just the same as an infectious disease vaccine. The major difference is what we're targeting. So with an infectious disease vaccine, we target, of course, proteins and other molecules that are on the infectious agent, like the virus, the COVID virus, for example. Whereas in cancer, we target, aberrant or abnormal proteins that are expressed specifically on the cancer cell. So the concept is, essentially the same. It's the target that we are, targeting with the vaccine that's different between infectious diseases and cancer.
And what types of vaccines are currently available for which cancers?
This is still an area that is actively under development. We have currently vaccines that block liver cancer, cervical cancer, and also approval of a drug for a vaccine for advanced prostate cancer as well. This has been an active area that has been going on for over 20 years, and we're trying to figure out the best ways that we can approach developing vaccines for cancer. And what we know is that different cancers are going to require different types of vaccines. And so understanding what those types of vaccines are and how to apply them to individuals with cancer or prior to cancer is important and subject of ongoing investigations in our laboratory and other laboratories as well.
And who are the vaccines for, and what types of patients would be eligible?
Yeah, so that's a great question too. So when we talk about breast cancer vaccines, for example, we think about those targets that are specifically on breast cancer, and then we formulate those vaccines. If we're thinking about prostate cancer or GI cancers or something like that, then we would look specifically at what those cancers have and then formulate the vaccines based on what we can find. And there's many different types of approaches that are now being tested in clinical trials across the nation.
Now, is this for anyone who just wants to prevent cancer in their life, or maybe they have a genetic mutation? How does this work exactly? How would they decide if you can get this vaccine or should be a candidate for that type of vaccine?
Yeah, very important question. There's lots of different clinical trials going on. There's trials that are testing vaccines in the therapeutic setting. So somebody that has cancer or has had or previously had cancer are candidates for vaccines. And so, there's different types of, as I had already mentioned, of vaccines available. And certain laboratories like ours target specific cancers. And so, we target breast and ovarian cancer predominantly, but other institutions and clinical trials that can be found online target other cancers. There's also now an emerging area of trying to identify vaccine approaches for the primary prevention of cancer. So in some cases, we need to, really go back to the drawing board and ask how we apply these vaccines to cancer. And one of the important concepts that we've developed over the past several years is to provide vaccines for the prevention of breast cancer. So prior to anybody getting breast cancer, it's going to be a challenge for identifying who to give those vaccines to, or if we just give them to everybody. Big question.
And when do you think that these vaccines could be available?
Yeah, I mean, this is a question that, always comes up. And the current trials that are ongoing are like any other drug. You have to, first start and demonstrate safety in smaller clinical trials. Then you have to go into a, mid-level trial, like what we call a phase 2 clinical trial, and address whether or not there's some kind of signal that it's going to be active against the disease. And those types of trials, typically take several years to do in a small population of individuals. And then we advance that to a phase 3 clinical trial in which in multiple centers across the nation or even the world, we test the vaccine in a very controlled manner. And sometimes that can take, years and years. It depends on what you're targeting. So if you're targeting, for example, prevention of breast cancer following conventional therapy and treatment, oftentimes patients don't relapse for many, many years. So the follow-up time is long. So it depends on how and what vaccine and how you're applying it to determine when it's going to be available. But there's probably some that are going to be available within the next 5 years. But ongoing efforts in other cancers could, bring that out to, 10, 15, or even 20 years, depending on, the outcome of those clinical trials.
All right, great information. Thank you so much, Dr. Knutson, for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.